Starting.
It
is live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Thursday night with the Hot Dog Team Chat Night. What's going on, guys?
What up?
Same shit, different day.
Right, some gang signs.
Gang sign.
Throwing up the gang wiener signs.
That's the only one I know. That's our wiener. It's the one up wiener.
Represent.
Yeah. So I guess that's how this has already started.
Yeah, we're gonna start it off hard with the wieners.
At least it's no different than normal.
Right? Definitely same thing. Same thing, different day.
Mm.
Let's see if I get my video flipped here.
Consistency is a good thing.
So what's up? Who do we got in the chat? We got Sean Shoesharp from Seattle. We got Verjon, he's here. Spoonie is in the chat already too. Gravy, I did a show with Gravy yesterday. I was on the Noob Tube.
Yeah. Who's that guy? I keep hearing about him.
Who, Gravy?
Yeah.
He's just some jerk. I don't know.
He's some little dude who doesn't fly with any expo.
That's not nice.
No, he flies with Expo now. I gave him the tip and he loves it.
Now that he was forced to fly with Expo.
Did you give him the whole tip?
No, well, partial tip.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's all I could fit.
Oh, man. It was funny. I was working in a school today. We were hanging these like humongous 90-something inch interactive displays. They weigh like 300 pounds a piece. And some kid cracked like the perfect "that's what she said" joke and got kicked out of the classroom. It was hilarious. And I'm like, you can't do that. I'm like, this applies to almost everything in life. You just let it slide. So that was funny. I don't remember exactly the joke, unfortunately, but I was working. So
you couldn't pay attention to the kids.
Well, I just don't remember the whole thing, because
that's what she said.
I was working.
Oh.
See, there you go.
There we go.
I think my point has just been proven.
Right. So who's been flying this week? I know.
I flew 2 packs in the very frigid, cold Northeast Ohio today. It sucked. I didn't like it, but I have to get some edits out, so I forced myself to do it.
Yeah, right. I've been so lacking on content because the weather's been miserable and motivation. But I have a treat. Ooh, sneak peek, long range whoop.
How far did you fly that thing, or did you not tested it yet?
Oh my God, I can do hot laps around my entire block with this thing, like without a problem. And
is that brushed?
No, it's brushless. Ooh.
That's not a whoop then.
Well, I would still call it a whoop because it's small and it's ducted, but it's not a tiny whoop. And a tiny whoop will never fly as stable or as far as this will. But I was over a quarter mile away messing around with people in the drive-thru at the bank down the street from me. And I had like a total video blackout, like when I'm like going through these cars in the drive-thru. And so I just gave it a monster punch and I just kept punching until I got video back. But it all worked out. She came home, so that's cool.
That's not scary.
Yeah.
It was. That was one of my scariest moments flying with any type of range. I mean, I've had some nervous moments with the 5-inch and everything, but I'm telling you, you get one of these little things a quarter mile out, and it's a totally different ball game.
The first time I went out and flew with Chris Teal, he took me to Garfield Mountain, and I wasn't paying attention, and I was like, I don't know, half a mile, quarter mile up the hill, and I went behind one of those ridge lines and had the same experience. It's just total blackout. I'm like, oh, same thing. Yeah. Punched it until I got video back.
Yeah, just throttle out of it.
Punch and pray.
Yeah.
Send it.
Yeah.
Well,
definitely been sending it around here. Kelly came out.
Sending it for sure, dude.
Kelly came out and he made sure to get a big 4x4 truck so we could go out in the mountains, and that's where we threw down and freaking sent it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Are you gonna make a legit edit from all those little clips you've been teasing us with?
I mean, I can.
And should.
Do it.
I should.
Yeah, do it.
Well, I did post that full flight on the one. You saw that one, right?
I saw all of them.
Yeah, because I did the little teaser one, and then I did the full flight on YouTube.
That's the one where you dove down you went up the mountain and then came back down, right?
Yeah, like I went to the first phase and then went to the second phase and then dove back down. Yeah.
Yeah. But like you and Kelly have been teasing like the rock climbers and then
That rock climber stuff was badass.
yeah.
That's all Kelly. Like I wasn't with him on that. He got up early and got that.
Yeah,
He left.
badass.
He let me sleep in and go get all the good footage.
I
But
think he's having issues. He keeps coming in and out.
it's because he's in that garage. Oh.
That's what she said.
What are you
What's
going
up?
for a record?
What's
Trying.
up, Chris? What's been happening this week? Anything good?
Yo, just doing stuff for the house, put the Christmas lights, getting some edits compiled.
Working that artistry touch.
Playing with that fucking new Matchbox car.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
You got to get
Hot
like
Wheels. but
100 miles of track and just send that thing down a mountain.
I
and
know,
just
dude.
let it cruise for 100 miles, but at least 2 or 3 like loop-de-loops in there, though.
Can you imagine if you had a track from the top of Mount Garfield all the way to the bottom and just sent it?
That would probably be a world record.
It would be worth the $1,000 of track.
I wonder what the world record is. It probably costs a lot more than that.
Yeah, it's like $1 a foot.
Really?
Oh, so about
God.
$3,000.
Well, let's shoot for a mile.
That's about $3,000. Whereas a mile, 2,500
no.
feet or 5,200 feet?
5,280.
5,200 feet. Okay.
Yeah, but you could totally like make up sections with like PVC pipe and make like
Yeah,
tunnels.
totally.
Oh
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Jeez,
Like-
Vapor.
Right?
Yeah.
Man, do you have to do that right into the microphone?
No.
He's just
Great.
Dude, I still haven't had a cigarette.
Good.
That's good.
That's pretty good. Oh, especially with like no nicotine in that thing.
Yeah, this Saturday will be 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
Just
Dude,
raise
that's a good
marbles.
milestone, man.
So
Yeah, you're almost on the homeward stretch.
Yeah, I know. It's
Congrats,
been
dude.
it's been tough too. Getting in the car, it's like, no,
Yeah.
just okay.
Yeah.
Feel like with your car.
It's
do you have a nice film on your windshield right now from
Oh my
your vape?
god, yes! I actually started rolling the window down now.
Yeah. After a while, you start seeing this stuff on your windshield.
Well, that shit's always been there because of the cigarette smoke.
It's just different with the vape juice.
Oh yeah, it's like
you try to
I-
wipe it and it's like cloudy.
yeah. I tried to hit the defroster not too long ago, and it wasn't doing. I'm like, oh, I should probably start rolling the window down.
Yeah.
How do you get that shit off of there?
Windex and
Yeah,
some
you gotta-
elbow grease.
a
Wax on,
microfiber
wax
cloth. Yeah, shit sucks too because you like it's that awkward angle
Yeah,
trying to get it.
exactly.
Dude, I have a tool downstairs in the garage for cleaning the inside of your windshield. You can get
Dude,
some-
is that
So
one
do
from
I.
the infomercial?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like got a triangle on
It works.
so- and it's got like a angle.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
It's got
I
that
use-
like little
yeah,
hinge. on it.
Yep. I used mine so much that I broke the plastic arm, and I just made another one out of fucking wood. I just kept the plate.
that's what she said.
Yeah. We should have titled this one. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Well, we can go back and make that complete later on.
Yeah, we could definitely change it.
We have the
What up?
technology. It exists.
What up, Virgin? Old Gravy Leg, GU, Night Train.
Oh, I wasn't
Yeah,
even paying
what-
attention.
We already did that, Chris. Thanks.
We did a little bit.
Sorry, I was tardy this time.
I think that's like the first time you've ever been tardy. Tardy.
Yeah, that happens.
At least he's here.
She says.
Yeah, at least I'm here.
Yeah, well, I'll be leaving early to go pick up Stephanie from work, so I'll be
How's
like
that?
reverse tardy.
How's that strap game been coming? Looks like you've been hustling them.
Yeah, man. You've been busy.
Yeah, the Black Friday sale was went off pretty good. We got quite a bit of orders.
Any kind of
Anybody in the
record?
chat get one?
What's that?
See if anybody in the chat. Did anybody in the chat get a strict hot dog stuff for Black Friday?
I don't know. There was a ton. There was quite
So-
a few. I think we got like 80 something orders or something over the weekend.
Wow.
At least
good.
80. Yeah, it's crazy.
How many custom ones?
Custom ones, there was quite a few.
Everyone.
Not
Yeah, it looked like
everyone, but a lot of them were. I don't remember the exact number off the top of my head.
So Steph was pretty busy too.
Yeah, and our designer was busy. Like we got
Yeah.
some crazy designs that like one guy got cats smoking joints. So yeah.
God bless the internet.
I know, right? Strick sent Kelly with some dope
sick.
Dope glasses.
I actually like
I can
those.
see myself in the reflection.
Oh yeah.
Man, I like wearing stupid glasses in my videos.
Dude, these are legit. They make everything like blue.
Yeah, I got a nice
Really?
pair of orange
it's
ones. Came from a dental office.
What's up, Kelly?
Hi again.
Are you back?
I am. Oh, nice glasses.
Thank you, Kelly. Kelly brought these out for me. Sent by the homies at RMRC.
Nice.
Mickey Edmonds, they're all Supreme goggle straps. He says we need a Supreme goggle strap.
Oh,
I
there's
think he's talking
actually
about
one.
like the brand.
Yeah,
I
that,
think
like,
he means like with
that
like.
dumb shit, like the white T-shirt with the red Supreme, and it's like
Oh,
$100.
I got you. $100
Oh,
for a
I
t-shirt.
thought he meant with like peppers and onions and mushrooms and like.
Word, I like that Supreme the best.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a hot dog, then it needs to be like horseradish and
That would-
onions and
Yeah,
chili and cheese.
sauerkraut.
Chili.
Yeah.
A condiment strap.
Yeah,
Just like throw all that shit on a plate and then take a picture of it and just put that on the strap.
That
Dude,
would
I'll-
totally actually, yeah, I would do that.
well, no, you got to
Just use the thumbnail that we got going for the show.
You got to do
Actually,
it
yeah.
like art, like smash all of that on a white canvas, and then when it's all like abstract, make that the pattern.
Yeah, like those people that paint where they just like fling it at the freaking canvas.
Mhm.
And then they
Yeah.
put some crazy name to it.
Yeah,
Yep.
and make money.
like a Jackson.
And make
Yeah, exactly. That's who I was thinking of. I just couldn't
Yeah.
get the name out.
One of us
Jackson
should do
Pollock.
that and make a
Yeah.
video of it.
Speaking
And
of
then
Jackson Pollock,
send-
hitting, I think this
Send
was
the image
pretty
over to
Jackson
Ben.
Pollock inspired.
Very splatter painty.
Yeah, Jackson Pollock inspired painting.
Did you use like a knife to sling the paint on there too? Isn't that what he did? Use different slinging utensils?
I think so. Yeah, I just thinned it down and just squirted it all over it and let it dry.
That's what she said.
Yep. I knew.
You're
that
late
was
on that.
coming.
Late on that one, Dave.
I was reading Gravy's comment. It was making me
Oh
laugh.
yeah, sure. Slacking on the. That's what she said.
Yep.
Get a pumpkin spice strap going on.
Oh God, no.
A basic bitch strap.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
basic
yeah.
bitch.
You got to remember, I'm from New England, and that's like, holy shit, you don't even know.
So
Ugg
the
boots
funny-
and spandex and pumpkin spice everything.
You guys want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
When Joe just sent in the group chat, he's like, I'm making coffee." I instantly like heard coffee, like just
Coffee.
reading it.
Yeah. CAWFEE.
Well, yeah. That's like
Coffee.
when you see a Morgan Freeman quote, you always read it in his voice,
Oh yeah.
right? Like that type of thing.
Yeah.
Totally.
Coffee.
Dip a hot dog in paint, fling that.
There, yeah. Now that's a new style.
The video I did there.
Dip your wieners in the paint. That's what she said.
Yeah.
And then just
Anybody want some coffee? Anybody want some coffee?
Oh, that's a beautiful
Yeah,
painting
see-
of mushrooms.
That would get somebody banned. Just like UFDA crew really fast.
It's new age.
No, I think the no whack rubbing his nipple was ban worthy, I guess.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that. It was definitely not that. It was GoPro. They saw this fucking video. They're like, man, we don't have no session 6.
Yeah. I got butthurt over that.
Like, yo, YouTube, what the fuck?
it was the Hero 7, I thought they did.
And it's
before it came
fucking
out.
and it's GoPro. So no, it was the session 6.
Session 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah,
Do you think it was GoPro, or do you think it was the 2
It
million
had
people
to
that
be.
reported it?
yeah, or that.
Probably the
2 million people that
No, it was probably GoPro because they're going to have more of an impact on YouTube than any of those other 2 million people. See, YouTube doesn't listen to the people. They only listen to the corporations that pay advertising money.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think it was fucking GoPro. Like,
Yeah.
they would listen to GoPro. Like, the majority of fucking videos on the YouTube are
yeah.
GoPro videos. You know.
Yeah.
Isn't that ban about to be lifted? Isn't it almost over?
Hashtag free UFDA crew, probably.
what was it like 3 months? It was a 3-month ban, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The YouTube jail.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the biggest ban
Wow.
I've heard.
It's really amusing, though.
Oh, there he goes again. Now he's gonna have a white. Now he's gonna have like a white hazy film on his camera lens.
Yep.
So, at least I pulled the mic away this time.
It doesn't matter.
Well, you still heard the.
Oh, yeah. It's still loud as shit.
I cupped the fucking thing. I pulled it away. I don't know
It's
what to
like
tell
Tack. Every time Tack comes on the show, like, that's how I know he's joined. I'll hear him go, oh, there's Tack.
It's so funny.
That's a
Right.
peeve of mine with people on the phone. When you're talking to someone on the phone and they're just vaping nonstop in the thing on you, like, it does not sound pleasant on the receiving end.
Sounds like you got something coming out of your mouth, too. Like,
Yeah.
It reminds me of the sound like when you have a drink from a fast food and you get to the bottom and you keep drinking in the straw.
That slurping sound.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'll stop.
Oh
Well,
no,
see-
you can keep at it.
No, what we're going to do now, though, is we're just going to
There we
shame
go.
you into quit vaping, and we're doing you a favor.
We're gonna drive him back to smoking.
Look at he's muted. Yeah, right? At least, yeah. The clothes didn't
Yeah,
make
there
so
you go.
much noise.
There, that was better, right? I'll just mute myself every time I want to take a hit.
No, that's what made me quit. I was embarrassed to vape, so I just, like, that's it.
Yeah.
It's because you were vaping before it was cool.
No, you're
Yeah,
right.
it's cool. When did it become
Well,
cool?
wait, yeah, exactly. Vaping's never been cool.
It's cooler than it was then.
No, it's not.
It's as
You can
cool as
keep-
fidget spinners.
Yeah, keep telling yourself
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm gonna go buy.
Hey,
a
if it
couple
works,
smokes.
that. No, don't start smoking.
I don't want to smoke anymore.
No,
I just-
don't smoke.
Whatever.
It's not doing you any favors, and you're getting older.
Yeah.
Right? And you want to see your kids grow up, right?
I already have. They're almost one's an adult. So
All right, well, you want to be around to pay for their college then.
that's hilarious.
He's like, fuck that. Get me
I
outta
told
here
them
early.
if they want to go to college that they need to start caring about the grades in 9th grade and hope they get a scholarship.
Or go to trade school.
Trade school.
Yeah.
That's the way
Yeah,
to go.
That's the way to go, I think.
Come on, you
I
got plumbers
agree.
making $120,000 a year now.
No, my
Because
son
nobody
wants to
wants
be a
to do that.
welder.
Well, that's a great thing. That's another one,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, once you have a skill,
Sure.
even if you change jobs, you always still have that skill to fall back on. You know,
Oh, yeah.
totally.
they can't take that shit away from you. It doesn't expire.
No, but certifications do, and they can take them away from you.
Yeah,
That's
if you know
true.
what you're doing, you go back and pass it anytime. It's not.
Nah, well, like for me, everything is so specific in the way you have to answer the questions for like all the tech stuff that I do, that if you don't spend 100 hours studying for a test, you won't pass it, because everything is so manipulative in the way they ask the question and the answer they want you to pick, that even if you know the right answer, you'll never pass if you don't know how they want you to answer those. And it's so obscure, you have to go back and study all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, welding tests are a little different though. They're based more on like the hands-on skill. So it's like if you're welding in the field every day and you go and take a welding test, it's the same thing that you've been doing for the last 10 years. So
Yeah.
Welding doesn't change much.
Even the 107 too, those arguments. So I kind of barely passed in the first place because there was literally nothing like to get you through it. I was the third person in Massachusetts to take and pass the test. And it expired in August, and I can't take the test. I'll fail it, guaranteed, because there's so many things that you have to know how to answer right, that if it's not fresh in your mind, you don't pass.
So take a refresher real quick.
That's probably true.
Yeah, no kidding. But that costs money.
Oh, no, wait. I just took mine last week, or took my retest. So the retest is different from the original test.
Yeah, it's like, what, 10 less questions or something like that?
It was 40 questions, maybe?
Yeah, and the 50 is the first test.
So it was a lot of reading sectionals. What is airspace in this area, blah, blah, blah. The obvious questions that you know as a commercial drone pilot are obvious questions. How high can you fly? What
really high?
Do you have?
How much money?
It's $150 to take the test.
That's not bad.
That's not that bad at all.
No,
But then you got to pay for the card too.
Yeah.
It's like $50, I think, to actually. So you take and pass the test, but then you like have to apply to get the card itself, like the actual license. I don't remember correctly though, but I think you are eligible to start commercial operation though once you pass initially.
They give you a paper.
Yeah, you can take like the temp. Yeah. See, my problem is though, I am so bad at all those sectional charts and everything and like the METARs because I don't use them. And some of those things are so confusing. I mean, you know, like how the patterns look and just everything like merges together. And it's just, it's difficult to know, especially being able to tell the difference between airspace, you know, A, B, C, D. They're also, I don't know. And I think they're too close. It's hard to tell for me.
It's all colors.
Yeah. It all just merges together. But the difference could be like a dotted line versus a solid, or not even.
Solid versus dotted magenta is like E versus C.
Is that what it is? Yeah, I don't even remember.
And
like
dotted blue is D, and solid blue is B.
Well, you can go and look online because I think they have people that took the test and then they just post the questions at the answer on it.
They changed it not too long ago, but there is I used an app to refresh, and the app was $20. I went ahead and was like, I'm just gonna splurge.
What was it? Because I have one and I don't like it.
It was called Flight Ready Test Prep.
I think that might have been what I was using. I'm looking for it. Yeah, exactly. Flight Ready Test Prep. That's the one I was using.
It's the one that got me. Yep, that's exactly it. There you go. But yeah, it's what got me. Like, that's how I passed.
I haven't used it in so long, it wants me to log back in.
That's funny.
Well, you know what I'd do is I'd sit on the toilet and try to answer the questions.
Man, I tell you what, here's what I did. I downloaded it like 3 weeks before I took the test. I looked at it a couple of times, and then like 2 days before I pulled it out, and I did like
That's
I
what she
went
said.
through every question. I went through every question at least once,
Yeah.
and just didn't worry about like if I got them right or wrong. And then like at night, right before I would go to bed, I would go through them one more time. It's only like 263 questions.
Yeah, that's it.
All of like an
Oh,
hour
damn.
to go through all of them.
My
So-
complaint about that app is I don't like the explanations when you get something wrong. Like, I don't think they're clear enough as to what the right answer is and why. I don't know. I've really had a hard time with the app. The app isn't working for me.
Well,
I thought it
go
would,
back
but
in
it's
it,
not.
dig in, study for 3 days, and I guarantee you'll pass.
I'm not reading the freaking PDF again. Oh, that was a nightmare. That's how I passed it the first time.
Yeah.
I printed it out. I printed out the whole PDF from 2018, or not 2016.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy. I mean, as long as you study, you just have to use those guides. And the FAA has a website too. So for anybody that's watching that wants to get their 107, too. That's
Me, I'm watching and want to get my 107. I've been interested in it, so I've been listening.
It's just one of those things where most of the time people don't go and do it because kind of like Derek, like he's like, I mean, he doesn't want to fail. So, you know, again, like once you get there, and as long as you breeze through that app, once you get there, it all becomes like, oh, okay. Now for guys that haven't done it yet, I say study. Like, you know,
Well, you gotta, yeah.
$150, and then you're gonna be, you know, disappointed in yourself because you took the test and you failed it, which sucks in itself.
I want to try one of those video courses this time around.
Dude, there's a YouTube video. It's like an hour and 40 minutes long, and anytime anybody's been like, you know, I don't do well with reading materials and stuff like that, I'm like, man, there is a YouTube video that goes over it all, and it's like an hour and 40 something minutes. I can't remember who exactly it is, but I know I just typed in like part 107 test prep.
Yeah, I found this one channel on YouTube that was pretty decent. I'm looking for it now.
So yeah, Spoonie, if you want your 107, I mean, I just recommend snagging, you know, pay $20-$30 for one of the study guides, because technically it has all of the questions just slightly moved.
Pilot training system.
I have no idea what it was. I had to look it up. It's pretty.
Yeah, no. Right now, I'm looking at pilot training system. I'll put a link in the chat so you guys can see it. That's one that I was using. It's pretty. It's like halfway decent. It's free on YouTube, so that's a bonus. Oh crap! We can't post in the.
Can't post links.
I'll put it in the team chat for now, and I modified that earlier.
I think you can post links.
FYI, if we're moderators, we can. So
yeah,
we should figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
I think Ben has to do that.
Oh, what, moderators
have
on
to do
the
it?
channel?
Yeah, because it's your account.
Channel? Yeah. Well, yeah, we can do that. I can take care of that. That's not a problem.
Yeah, because then we can post links in the chat.
That's
like
what the Misfits do.
Exactly.
Oh, so they can all post that shit in there.
Yeah, to do that, you just need your email addresses that are associated with your YouTube account.
Not even.
SexyB69 at Gmail.
That's what she said.
You said Tony Northrup had a good, interesting Part 107 video.
Yeah, I'm looking at that one right now. Free Drone Certification Study Guide, FAA Part 107 UAS Test by Tony and Chelsea Northrup.
Gravy said, what do you have for advice on 107? I say, study.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Yeah, exactly. That's what I would say is study. So my biggest dilemma, though, is I do so bad when it comes to tests. I will know something inside and out and go to take the test and just completely bomb it.
It's like you feel
Curious.
like you know it too much, and
That's
you
anxiety.
rush through it.
Yeah, and that's my own anxiety is part of the reason why I haven't done it again.
I'm a great test taker. Like I feel like I didn't even do homework in high school. I just like passed all the fucking tests.
Same.
And that's how I fucking graduated.
Same, exactly. I did no homework, very little
Cram.
schoolwork, but I aced every single test.
Yeah.
Passed with a
Cram,
C average.
study,
Wow.
test.
I never studied. That was it.
Those folks have a
Born
lot of
genius.
videos.
But you crammed, right? Before the
Yeah,
test, you crammed.
No,
Study, cram.
nothing.
I just like say for the math test, I just understood the fucking, it just made sense to me.
Well,
Yeah.
math. The big thing with math is the formulas. If you remember the formulas, and you can do the math. But
I like math because like
Like-
at the end of the day, like it's like A plus B equals C. Like it's always gonna be that way, you know. It's not like other answers to other subjects are kind of subjective sometimes. Like English or something, like writing a short answer or something. It's kind of subjective.
I had a teacher in 6th grade teach me how to take multiple choice tests by just looking at the answers and using the process of elimination.
Yeah.
Totally.
Always go with C. If you answer C, you'll pass.
No.
One mistake about
Yeah,
math,
just answer 4 to everything.
No, if you're good and you have a keen eye, you can look at the multiple choices and be able to pick the right answer from
There's
just the
it's like
options.
the DMV test. Like there's just answers on there that are just ridiculous as fuck.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a red light. You A, slow down safely and stop. B, floor it and run over the pedestrians. B, always go with B. C, all of the above.
Yeah, 42. They answered everything.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I proved to a whole classroom of students today that you actually need math in the real world. We had to do geometry and what's that other one there with the letters in it? I can't even remember. I sound like an idiot now. Algebra. Yeah, we showed them how we had to use algebra and geometry in order to hang that display. So you do actually need math in the real world.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you want to balance a checkbook or understand what 20% off some sticker price is, of
Yeah, but
course.
you got your phone for that now.
They should have like made a mandatory class. It's only like one semester or something. Teach you how to fucking do taxes. Like, why did they not teach you how to do that in high school?
Yeah,
I
right.
don't know.
It's shit.
But it's actually easier to do your personal taxes than so many people think. And they go to H&R Block year after year to pay them 80 or 120 bucks.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, why is that just not taught to us to where you don't have to fucking deal with people like that?
So-
TurboTax, dude. TurboTax.
Yeah, exactly. No, really, you're right.
I don't
TurboTax.
though. No,
does-
no, but that's different. Chris is different though because he's got his own business that he operates. I don't itemize. So
But you
if I
can
paid
still
out
do
his own
TurboTax, no problem. I do.
Yeah, but
I use
if you
TurboTax.
don't know how to do taxes, like Chris's point. If you don't know how to do taxes and you're trying to itemize on TurboTax, it's kind of complicated.
If you're trying to itemize, it just becomes
Yeah.
a huge pain in the
Well,
ass
that's what I'm saying.
anyways.
It wouldn't even
No
be
matter
like
how
that,
you do it.
that big of a class. It's just like a
Right.
short,
I've had to look stuff
And I
up
like
in the
it.
past, but if you're stuck or you have a question on something, they'll help you. You can either chat or call them or whatever, and they'll.
I mean, if you're in the
straighten it
position
right
where
out.
you want to be itemizing your taxes, you should be doing like a tally of what your itemizations are as the year progresses. You shouldn't wait until February or March and then try and
Well,
cram
yeah, exactly.
12 months worth in.
Well, yeah,
Well,
that's
the smart and responsible thing to do.
that's called bookkeeping. That's the
Yeah.
basics of how every business operates.
Yeah, you keep receipts and you put them in an envelope and you label this April. And you do it again, you label this May.
Yeah, and now they make this thing called software where you can scan them and it automatically goes in there. You don't even have to worry about it. You have a nice
You
little
just
picture of it. and
Yeah, you
everything.
can just upload your bank statement. It does it for you.
Yeah. Oh, I don't deal with any of that stuff anymore. Like probably 90% of my bookkeeping is automated now with stuff like that.
I think we should name this one "Doing Your Taxes." With
Yeah. How to do your taxes with HotdogFPV.
Well, I
Don't
probably-
follow our lead.
Yeah, don't do it like that. Hang on, I'm looking to see if I have TurboTax installed right now. We can do a screen share.
My God.
Funny.
So, Kelly,
Yo,
it was awesome having you out here this week.
It was
Yeah, it
awesome.
was cool seeing you guys' videos.
Dude, are you making some sick edits or what?
I haven't even touched that footage. Well, I had so today. Well, yesterday I got back and like pretty much caught up on sleep, and then today I had to go in to work and actually work a day in my life, which was a different.
Oh, you poor man.
So no, I really haven't had any time to dedicate to it. And in fact, what I was just typing a little bit ago, the ranch owner. So funny story, I'll prelude into this, but the ranch owner that I was dealing with out there was actually shooting me messages to see if I could either link him up with or let him know once the footage is on the web. And so speaking of the ranch owner, so I'm driving to Ben's house. I had a whole bunch of things unfold I'm not going to get into because I don't want to talk about it anymore. But basically, I lost some things that I really didn't want to lose. And so I was driving to Ben's house, and I saw this dude pushing a motorcycle. So I pulled over and was like, hey, man, you need some help? And he's like, no, I'm doing this trip with this one-cylinder motorcycle. And so I was like, long story really short, I was like, cool, I fly drones. And he was like, hell yeah. So I drive way ahead of them and like off to the side of the road, and I pull into this ranch, right? I get out and I'm like kind of sitting for a minute, and I take off and fly like down the side of the road, and then they're coming like in the side median thing. So I follow them down and I get past where I was standing, and I like as I got out of the truck, I could tell that I was at a ranch. But I wasn't really like, oh, is anybody around? I just tossed my stuff on and took off. And so I saw a horse in a pen when I looked up at the house, but I could hear a horse galloping while I was in the goggles. And all of a sudden, like, I feel this, I can tell that it's getting really close. And I'm like, wow, I hope it stops at that fence that I know that I saw right there. And it was like it kept coming, and all of a sudden I feel this warm breath on my hands while I'm flying still in the goggles. And it's this freaking horse. So all of a sudden this girl's like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh my gosh, hold on a second. So I come over and land or whatever, and you know, basically was like, I'm sorry for being on the land, and I was just following this motorcycle guy. And so we chatted for a minute, and they were like, oh, that's really cool. And so I was getting ready to leave, and I was like, the girl was a horse trainer. And I was like, hey, would it be cool if I followed you around? And so, man, she took off through well, I guess you wouldn't call it the fields. I don't even know what it was, but the dirt. And she threw around with my quad and all that, which was really freaking cool. So that was like the start of like it not being a shitty trip anymore, because it was shitty before that. But yeah, then I drove through awesome mountains and met up with Ben, and we flew some stuff that I would have never flown on my Spectrum.
Hell yeah!
All things.
All I hear is Kelly in the background. He's like, "You ballsy motherfucker."
Yeah.
We need to get Kelly to go fly with Virgin then.
Yep, that's what it sounds like every time me and Spoonie fly with Virgin. Is we're like,
No
what the fuck,
shit.
bro? Like, well, look at your battery, dude. He's like,
yeah,
he's like, I'm good.
Mom. Say hi to your mom for me. Jesus.
Yeah, dude, that would be such a good shirt.
Yeah.
Say hey to your mom.
Yeah.
No, he did it to me though. You guys saw the one where I shot that tiny gap. Chris put it
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Changed My Life video.
He's like, all right, man, bring it
I
back.
shot
Like,
through that once, and then I went through it again, and I was getting closer to it, and I panicked John too. Like, Rajan was all, dude, you've got enough. Like, we're good. We had been hiking all day. We didn't bring enough water. He was like, no more. Like, you got more. You're good. Bring it back. Crazy
When Virgin
motherfucker.
says that's enough, it's a fucking enough.
No, that's for real. Like, yeah, that's where I was at. He hiked in there, and I was like, no, we're good. We're out.
That's awesome.
Hey, Kelly had one short retrieve to get. But that wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't bad.
That's the worst part about that hike, though. And that's when John told me that, I felt really bad, and I was like, all right, immediately out. We hiked in to go get his Epic, and when we were hiking back, my quad fell off my backpack on the trail. And we get down to where we were going to stop and fly for a minute, and I was like, where the fuck's my quad? And so we turned around, like his was plugged in or had GPS, walked straight to it. His Hellgate was beeping. We heard it from a mile away. Mine's somewhere out in the same exact area with no battery, just sitting somewhere. So we hiked it, ended up hiking this fucking trail twice because of me, and found it. So when he was like, no, dude, like that's, you got your shot. I'm like, all right, yeah, you're right. I made you hike all the way up this mountain just to go look for my quad. So we'll take it at that.
So, all right, I got to bring this up because, well, he just reminded me. I need suggestions for a retrieval for a friend of mine. It's a messed up scenario. So it's on top of a solar roof in a car park, and you can't walk on the roof because it's all glass. Well, but that's the thing is, so he wanted me to take my Mavic, and well, but I have a Mavic Air, and a Mavic Air is
that one.
And
Yeah,
I'm
you need a Mavic Pro.
I'm like, dude, I don't think I'm gonna risk my $1,000 Mavic that I got 2 months ago to try to take a chance.
Is it a flat solar roof or is it like that?
I can't really tell because I've only seen it on Google Maps. Well, you want to ship that to Massachusetts for a weekend? I can't guarantee you'll see it again. But that's just it. Is how do we?
You don't have any friends that have a Phantom or an actual Mavic?
No, dude. I'm it in the area. I'm the dude.
Mount a camera on the bottom so it points straight down.
Yeah, have two guys and like
And
have
then
someone
have, like,
come
the
help you.
Yeah, dual FPV. Like I'm saying, do the old sinker and the fishing reel and slingshot. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a no go because well, you can't smash the glass. with it.
How high is this roof?
Like 20 feet.
Oh. So
Yeah.
find like,
Why don't you
like
fly your
some-
Mavic
yeah.
up and drop something that?
Yeah, bring
Because
exactly,
you can't drag it because of the gaps in the solar panels. And every time, so we've already thrown soda bottles up there, and they get caught, and then you're stuck.
Yeah, then I would suggest getting a quad that can lift it and use something like this.
Is that 3D printed?
Yeah.
Dude, that's legit.
Yeah.
Thingiverse.
Yeah, if you want, I'll send you the files.
Flip onto the
Brandon
freaking
said use a fishing line noose.
panel.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna print one of those out for this. We'll see what we can do.
Do it.
We could probably come up with like a busted old wizard or something for this.
The only thing
there
is,
you go.
you're going to want to have like 2 FPV cameras. One that you could use to get you there, and then
No,
one to
straight
look
up.
down.
Crispy Dave just pulled Stanicus's quad off a roof in Denver down at DTC like 4 days ago. It's on the Denver's FPV page.
Yeah.
How'd he do it?
Just like that with they used some bungee cords.
Like a
Crispy
little
Dave put it
claw.
on the bottom of his Remix frame, and he had his tilt lower, but you could see in his FPV feed that he'd have to come in and swing towards the quad and then try to bring it back. You know what I mean? Like he was trying to hook it.
Yeah.
And then
okay.
once he got it, he could feel it that it like kind of gave some resistance. He just punched off the roof and they fell, but
Yeah.
got a quad off the roof.
See, that's what I'm worried about flying my stuff for the recovery because, you know, I'm out if something happens, but I'm worried that if you try to come in and like grab it when it slides on the roof, now the first quad gets stuck in the gap in the tiles, and then now it's all over. Now they're both up there.
Both right.
Use like a 20-pound test like fishing line. So if you really hammer punch it out, like you might be able to snap the line.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. No, I don't know if a quad would have enough thrust to be able to do that. I guess we could test it first. Just tie it to the ground.
Just send it.
Yeah.
That's how this problem happened in the first place.
Yo,
recover it.
Just steal a little kid to go up there and walk around, and so they don't break the freaking glass.
Yeah, that's just it. If we could get
Steal
someone at
a little
100 pounds
kid.
to go up there. Yeah. Hey, lady, can I borrow your kid for like 15 minutes? Just gonna put him on that roof.
on it.
I just need him to climb that 20-foot ladder and climb on top of it. No big deal.
No big deal.
So, Joe, did you end up making that coffee with the vodka? Because I'm beginning to think you did.
No, I gave up. I just grabbed a beer. Actually, 3, but I'm not counting.
All right. Before I have to go here, because I got to go pick up Stephanie from work. She's been slaving away at the hospital. But if you guys didn't know, BQE.io is having a Cyber Monday sale, and it's still going on.
Hell yeah.
That
Cyber
party
Week.
just won't quit.
Cyber Week sale.
Yeah, Cyber Week sale. And then
I don't know about anybody else, but I'm definitely heading over to the store this weekend for a deal.
Hell yeah.
Show.
Yeah, and then hot dogs have it. We're having that sale. What is it?
Yeah.
That's that whole week. Shit.
Starts Saturday.
Yeah, stack it up. 1st to the 7th.
Oh yeah, that's
right,
sale.
yeah.
There's another sale.
Sale
Everybody loves
sale
sales.
after sale.
That's a good one. Man, I spent way too much on Black Friday and that weekend.
Oh my god.
I didn't do too bad. I did pretty good. I spent like $40.
Yeah. So
I spent like $50 on some 1800 milliamp lipos,
Hell
so
yeah.
I can go way up in the mountains.
Hell yeah.
That-
Are you gonna build you a 6-inch now?
Yes,
Hell yeah.
Wait,
I got a 6-inch
you already
coming.
got a 6-inch. You just got to put 6-inch props on it.
That's
Oh.
true, but I can't talk about it yet.
Oh.
I can't talk about it yet. It's on the hush hush still.
Talk about what?
My 6 inches of fame.
That's not what she said, homie.
Yeah, Kelly, we got super lucky on the mountain spots. We had a bunch of rain and stuff roll in, and today they are completely piled with snow.
Dude, now hit him again.
Yeah.
I know.
That sounds like fun.
No
I'm
issue.
coming back in February for the MotoGP Championship.
Where's that?
Vegas.
Oh, in Vegas.
Vegas.
So Parker Russell says that Sharpoo has no morals. And I'm wondering why he's making that statement. I'm wondering if it has anything to do with the pole from Home Depot.
Yeah,
I
the old
actually
Home Depot special.
I own one of those.
Hell yeah.
It's one of those
yeah, I got one of them too.
Carbon fiber, like
Dude, the Denver
collapsible
boys.
tube.
The Denver boys have a badass one. It's a collapsible flagpole. It goes down to like 4 feet, but it like fucking extends like way crazy, and it's pretty fucking stiff too.
Yeah,
The one I have-
You can put it in a car. Like those big sticks are kind of hard to put in a car.
Yeah, the one I got goes from 40 to 25 feet.
Oh
And
hell
then
yeah!
I made like a hook for the end of it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Did you say
Yeah.
40 to 25?
4
Oh, okay.
collapses to like 4 and it goes to 25
yeah.
feet.
No, I got one of those. It's a
Got like a
labor
pusher hook on the end.
saving devices. They make like tools for trades. Mine's carbon fiber. It's a foot long and it goes out like 20 feet.
Damn.
And it's wicked strong. And once like you pull it out and then you twist the pieces and there's no way you can collapse it. And hits a stiff rod.
That's what,
What you said.
that's what he said.
All right, guys, I gotta go. So
All right.
somebody's gonna have to shut off this feed after I'm gone.
We're gonna do it right after you go.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
fine with me.
Immediately.
It's gonna be
for coming.
going when he gets back.
Shut it
Yeah,
down.
going soon, too.
End this show with a bang, I guess.
All right.
Alright.
Toodles.
Kelly, are you gonna fly your Phantom inside?
No, dude. No.
That would be safe.
I got a bunch of stuff at work today, and so I'm doing all of the updates, and I just updated 20 freaking batteries, and I have another 10 to go.
Right? What a pain in the ass that is that you have to update goddamn batteries. What I hate about DJI is all the frickin' software updates. I've literally been in the situation where the night before everything's fine, and I go to do like, you know, like something I need to fly a DJI the next day, and it's always something with a software update. And the damn batteries, I destroyed a Phantom 3 Professional because of a bad software update in the batteries. I don't know if you remember that one, when they changed the firmware for the temperature, and there's no temperature problem, and all of a sudden the thing has a fit, and it decides it's going to land, so it parked itself in a tree 80 feet up and cartwheeled. Landed right in the neighbor's asphalt, explosion of plastic.
I have not updated my Mavic once since I bought it.
You just bypass it?
Every time.
Yeah.
Well, the Phantom, at least the Phantom 3, you couldn't fly if you didn't update it.
Yeah,
and that's
they are like, they want it.
I think the Mavic, there's a firmware version that started that, but I think the one that I got sold didn't have that version, and because I never upgraded it up to those versions, I'm able, like, I've flown right next to an airport today. Shh, don't say no.
Well, I'm sure that you contacted the FAA to get the proper authorization.
Yes.
I found an SD card.
Within your 100-foot ceiling, flying within that 5 miles of the airport, I'm sure.
Of course. I mean, I was next to it, but I know friends that say, like, there are people at Rampage that couldn't fly. The DJI software prohibited them, and I'm like, dude,
really?
I flew like twice. What are you talking about? They're like, what version of software are you on? I'm like, the one it came with. I'm like, you never updated? I'm like, no, it wasn't stupid.
But sometimes you get them and you have no choice. As soon as you take it out of the box, it just goes down that train, and that's it. You're done. They need to put like a professional mode in there where, like, within the United States, if you put your 107 license number in there, it then unlocks the ability to be able to do stuff like that. Because you can legally fly near an airport, right? I mean, there's all kinds of scenarios where you can legally fly that thing's going to tell you can't. And then, so what are you supposed to do when you have all the right authorization? You go to do a professional job, and then you tell someone, oh, sorry. You know, that sucks.
Too. Like the Phantom 4 Pros, we flew them like a mile off of LaGuardia. We had a waiver, and but originally, like when we first got them, I flew by like a Class D airport or something like that, and I had to put in my credit card information.
Really?
In order to get it to verify my identity, maybe, or I don't know exactly what it was identifying.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
But as soon as I put it in and it went through its thing, it let me fly, and then I never had a problem past that. Which I imagine that at some point I'm going to run into that with this, so I'll probably, just for precaution, take it to like inside a Class C. And turn it on and go through those stages. Just never fly it, but at least it's done, you know, while you have cell phone signal or whatever, because that one time where you have no service and it wants something like that in your hose because you can't.
The issue is it's a consumer product that they try to target professionals with. And there's advantages and disadvantages to them. Like, I have such a love-hate with DJI. Well, just because everything we're talking about.
How about that new thing from them?
Already ordered. Hell yes. I am so excited. I am so excited about that thing. You don't even know. So I have the original Osmo, and that thing is great, but it's a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And now they have this
one, right?
Yeah, they have this new one. The thing's like, it's like 4 inches tall, and it's got the Mavic zoom camera in it, I think. The video footage on it looks phenomenal. Like, oh man, it looks so good. It would
be definitely a good tool for the toolbox, I think. You know?
Yeah. What I think
I'm gonna wait until Best Buy has it, because I might get rough with it.
That's what she said.
Yeah, you can definitely.
That 4 inches of fury.
So they're claiming that this is their GoPro 7 killer, and that's the market they're trying to target with it. And they're coming out with a whole line of accessories to be able to mount and wear the camera